Hi, welcome to FarmburGIVES. I'm Kat Pascal, and today we are joined with Terriane Julian, the founder and acting executive director for Roanoke Hospitality House. Terriane, we're so excited to have you here.
Thanks, Kat. I'm really happy to be here with you today.
Awesome. Well, so that our viewers can get to know you and your organization better, can you share with us a little bit about you and the mission of Roanoke Hospitality House?
Sure. So several years back, I had the opportunity to stay at the family house in Winston-Salem. It's called the CQ House for State Employees Credit Union. My father was there receiving treatment for cancer, and he was traveling from Marion, Virginia. And then I was also traveling to stay with him and my mother from here in Roanoke, Virginia. And it was such a tremendous blessing to us. The financial part was helpful. That wasn't our main reason for staying there. And I think that's one of the messages that we want to get out, is that we want to help folks that may need it financially. But the big piece of this was really just the community of folks that were going through very, very similar things. It was a safe place. It was a comfortable place that after a day at the hospital, we could come in, have a meal there with other folks that were going through the same thing, and talk through some different experiences that we were having as patients and as family of patients.
Wow, I can imagine that was a really touching experience, and seeing your father go through that as well. So did you bring that idea back to Roanoke? Is that how Roanoke Hospitality House kind of started?
So while we were in Winston-Salem, my dad asked me several times, he's like, do you have one of these in Roanoke? And I told him no. And he said, well, there should be one. And unfortunately, we lost him in October of 2017. And when I came back to Roanoke and after, we started regrouping following his passing, I really started remembering that conversation. And I thought, you know what? It's not going to happen if somebody doesn't take the bull by the horns and, really start pushing this. So I took the grief that I had of losing my dad and put it towards something positive and started gathering some folks that, also had been in the situation where they needed one and didn't have one, or they had stayed at one as well and that knew the tremendous blessing. So that's kind of been the catalyst for getting us going.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. Do you have a story of maybe a Roanoke-based story that can resonate with our viewers, or another story that you'd like to share with us?
Sure. So fortunately, we have had the opportunity to help a number of families here visiting Roanoke for medical treatment. We do have a fund where we are able to assist them with hotel stays until we actually have a physical location. We've been able to help several families. Just to give you a couple of ideas of who we've been able to help, we had a family who was here. The mother had to have a leg amputation done. They had small children and really needed somewhere to stay. We had a family who was traveling from North Carolina to New Jersey over Christmas a couple of years ago. The patriarch of that family had a heart attack in Lexington, Virginia, no doubt. And they transferred him down to Roanoke. So we were able to keep his wife and family comfortable with a place to stay. We've also had a number of people who have come in to receive treatment for cancer that we've been able to assist. And the list goes on and on. We recently had a cardiac patient who was here with us for months receiving care, and we were able to assist them. So we're trying to do what we can, but we really need that physical location so that we can really bring together the folks and have the similar experience that we had in Winston-Salem.
So is that in the works? Are you looking for a location at the moment, or are you fundraising for this?
We absolutely are. We are fundraising for both initiatives. The Interim Patient Fund, which is what I was talking about. We assist people who just happen to hear about us, with their hotel stay. But we are focused primarily on our capital campaign that will really be realizing that vision. making sure that we have that place that people can call home, even if it's just temporarily somewhere that they can come after a long day at the hospital and feel comfortable since they can't go back home. So we are 100%, headstrong on getting there, and that's what we're fundraising for primarily at this point.
Awesome. So share with us how we can find you and how can we support you?
So we do have a website, www.roanokehospitalityhouse.com. Pretty easy to find. That will give you a lot of information about exactly what a hospitality house is, what it will provide to guests staying with us. And we are also active on Facebook. So you can just search Roanoke Hospitality House on Facebook, like us there, and we, keep up to date on many things that are going on there. We have several different fundraising initiatives going on. We're also working through through Facebook to help educate folks on exactly what it is and why we need it here in the Roanoke Valley, because we are growing more and more as a regional medical hub.
Yes, we are. Well, we thank you so much for sharing about Roanoke Hospitality House with us. I believe what you're doing is tremendous, a tremendous help and a blessing to many families. I'm sure you realize that, and our viewers will now know more about Roanoke Hospitality House. So we invite you to help us support Roanoke Hospitality House on April the 13th. You can get breakfast, lunch, dinner with us, and a portion of the proceeds or a portion of your sales go over to the Roanoke Hospitality House. So that's April 13th, Tuesday, all day, binge dinner Roanoke. Come see us and we'll support Roanoke Hospitality House together. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Terriane, for being here with us today.
Thank you so much, Kat, for letting me come on with you today, and most importantly, thank you so much for supporting the Roanoke Hospitality House. We appreciate you very, very much.
Absolutely. It is our honor. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Take care.